What's up everybody? Today I want to go over one of the easiest and least expensive ways to get into rental property investing, house hacking. Now there's a couple different ways to do house hacking. The first way is going to be you want to buy a multi-unit property. So when I say multi-unit, I mean 2 to 4 units. So let's go ahead and draw us a nice little multi-unit property here. We'll say we got a 2-unit property, nice little colonial style house here. So you got the 2-unit property. And you're going to actually buy this property to live in just like you would a single family home. You're gonna live in one side, and let's say this property has 2 bed, 1 bath on each side. You live in one side and you're gonna rent the other one out to a tenant. So this is how you can get into house hacking pretty easy, because as long as you're buying this as a primary residence to live in, you could get this property, let's say you get this one for $200,000. Well, because it's a primary residence, you can use some of the lower down payment options. You don't have to have necessarily 20 to 25%. So say you get this property for 3.5% down. Well, that's only $7,000 down. That's a whole lot easier to do than getting 20% or 25% down to purchase a rental property. So you get this place, $7,000 down, $200,000 purchase price, and let's assume the mortgage payment is gonna be approximately $1,400. Now taxes and insurance are gonna vary depending on where you're at, but let's see $1,400 a month is what you're paying for your mortgage, your principal, interest, taxes and insurance. So we're all in here. Well, if the rent in your area for a 2-bedroom, 1-bath unit is about $1,000 a month, that means you are now only paying $400 a month. So you're not living rent-free, but that's pretty darn close. Find me anywhere, especially in this market, where you're paying $400 a month to live in a 2-bedroom, 2-bath place. So this is a great way that you can get in for low money down. You're living for almost rent-free, and if these units are both on separate utilities, the tenant would pay, you could have them pay for their own utilities as well. And the cool thing is, this is just like the icing and the sprinkles on top here, is say you wanted to go actually, hey, I don't like living next to someone, or I want to do this again in a different area. If you save up the money for the down payment, you could potentially go buy another property and keep this one, depending on debt to income ratio, but you should be able to use the income from this unit as income for your debt to income ratio. So if you keep this one, and now say you've moved out to go to the different property and you're renting that site out for $1,000. $2,000 is what you're now getting off that property, and your payment's only $1,400. So now there may be some other ancillary costs, but you've just got yourself a positive cash flowing rental property for $7,000. Now that's a number I think most people can wrap their heads around. I can come up with $7,000 rather than $70,000. So this is the first way, and one of my favorite ways to get into rental property investing, if you can make this work, is house hacking.